You ever feel like the childlike wonder of opening packs full of random cards and sticking your favorites into a deck has been sucked out of the game? Decks today are all about optimizing hand trap ratios and playing the most optimal strategies possible, but where's the fun in that? In this series, we're trying to get to the highest rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Master 1, by only opening Master Packs after every single win. But since we have already reached Diamond, we have entered Master Mode. Now we take 2 Master Packs after every single win. Credit to Cimo and Hausman for inventing. Playing Master Duel Masochist makes me feel like I'm playing a totally new game. But do you know what else can make you feel like you're playing a totally new game?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright, what's up guys? We are back with another episode. Last episode I was playing this deck, the Umi deck. I was having a great time. We had some new update to Master Duel. Yummy's just dropped. This is the deck that I was playing. I was having a fantastic time. This card is so cool with the token. We were missing a little component there, but we had a really fun back and forth game with DDDs. Yeah, I'm going to continue playing this. I was having a great time. Let's do it again. Alright, here's what we drew. It's a pretty good hand. That is a really good hand. Wow. That's a great hand. Like I said, part of the reason why I like this deck is it's so different. He's getting his life points cut in half, thanks. When this card is activated. So, this negatively interacts with this, but this is so good that I think I'm just going to use it. So we're going to activate this right here. And then we're going to set scapegoats. And set this. And you know what? Screw it. We're going to defisher too. We're going to defisher. I think defisher is going to be better than Snow Rabbit. Like I said, they interact poorly with each other, but I think we're better off using the ghost. Yeah, that we're better off using Dimension Fisher than the other card. We actually have Spooky Dogwood too. That's another card that we've got. We never use it, but only because it doesn't really do much. He's playing Medius, which we'll see. We'll see how things go here. We do have. Is this deck? What's going on here? How does this work with? The question here is, do we bother with Scapegoat? That's the question. Do we wait with Scapegoat, or do we just summon an interruption with that? I think we summon interruption here. What is this archetype? Is it all different types? Illusion, Fairy, Illusion. Okay, so those are illusions. What is this little fat little owl? What's he? Spellcaster, Fairy, Dragon, all different types. So, unfortunately, this is not doing anything against that deck, realistically. I'm going to go ahead and use the field spell. The reason I'm using the field spell is because I think it's the right decision. I think it's... Oh, I could have chained Scapegoats. I just realized. I should have chained Scapegoat. That was dumb of me. But then again, I guess we're playing around things, so it's fine. Yeah, I should have chained Scapegoat to the activation of this, because then I would have just summoned both. I'm going to definitely hit this field spell right now. Yeah, that was completely dumb on my part. I should have definitely... This card's too good. Yeah, that's popped. For sure. Yeah, I should have chained Scapegoats. Whatever. Too late now. Nothing we can do there. Oh, you can chain that to protect it. Oh, that sucks for me. Now from here, is there anything else I can really do? He's playing Art Mage with... what is this? A dragon, yeah. He's playing Art Mage with... Do a little research here. Related. No. Do a little research. This is Illusion, Illusion, Fairy, Illusion. So he has this Fairy right now and that. Okay. Does anything fuse on board? We'll wait till he's got some duplicates, and then we'll see what we can do. So from what I could see here, the extra deck and the main deck have monsters that are similar. Put chaining on. Yeah, if you have 3, quick effect. Okay, that sucks. I should have activated that 100%. That was my fault. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't realize that you could even do that play. I didn't realize that you can chain this effect and then chain scapegoats. I didn't even realize you could do that effect. This is spellcaster, fairy, spellcaster, dragon. So he's got all the types right now except illusion. Is that Phimina? No. Fimmel. Yeah, this is not a great matchup for us. And so now he's actually locked out of the extra deck in terms of illusions. He's got one of everything on board. The extra deck monsters require this stuff. So he has to like link stuff off, or I guess just go to battle phase. And then we take not all the damage, but we take some damage because he wiped the biggest one. I mean, regardless, I guess we would have saved the life points if we had activated scapegoats. We would have had more life points right now. We got to draw something here that's decent. Sea Stealth 2. I don't know what that really accomplishes here. You got to hope he just activates something. Yep. He's going to activate, target that. We're going to get a token out of this. Honestly, I don't think that's enough, though. I don't think that's enough. Like I said, scapegoat. This is fusion summon or something. What does that do? Fusion summon. Yeah, honestly, we're going to scoop here. Unfortunately, yeah, that scapegoat wouldn't have changed anything. We just, our floodgates really didn't hinder our opponent really all that much. Okay, we've won the coin flip. Our opponent has Sky Striker sleeves. If I had X-ray vision and I knew they were playing Sky Strikers, I would literally leave right now. That deck is almost impossible to beat with any variant of any Masochist deck. It really actually is. Like, once in a blue you might win, but like it's so difficult to beat that deck, honestly. Activate Pacifist City, activate this one, set warning, and we have Ash. So it's not too bad actually. So we have a decent combination of cards here. So we can Ash certain cards if he's got them. If he's got like a card that searches. If he has like Engage, we can Ash it. We have 2 copies of Umi technically. He is indeed playing Sky Strikers. We're definitely going to activate this. Yep, we're going to summon a token. Oof, almost ashed our own card. Add battle. And then, of course, he can send something to the graveyard, and then I can't respond to anything. Oof, this sucks. This card's sent from field, so you can activate this to send this, and then I can't respond to anything anymore. I can't Ash his cards anymore. I could technically pop this too. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, you know what? I think we activate this before you can even send this. Pop this. I think that's the play. We pop that because that card's really strong. We pop that, and then if he's gonna search Ray, we just or a Rose, sure. The search Rose, we just solemn warning this, or he's gonna Ray. Yeah, I think I'm gonna solemn Ray. The reason I solemn Ray instead of the next monster is because why even get that other monster into sort of battle, or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect. No, I guess we solemn warning the next monster because it doesn't make a difference. Because it leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect. But technically speaking, if he turns it into like oof, yeah, I knew I should have done that. Shit's my fault. Shit's my fault. I knew I should have done it. I saw him search the Rose too. Well, fingers crossed he turns it into one monster. That's the goal here. Hopefully he turns these 2 into one monster. He's setting a card. Oh yeah, for this. I was like, what's going on here? I can't Ash this. He can add an Excavated Sky Striker card. This, I don't even know what this is, relevant or not. Yeah, I think we ashed this. And the reason we ashed this because we don't want more spells in the graveyard. Because we have him early right now. We have him. We're preventing him from doing stuff right now, so that's at least good. We don't want him to get too many spells in graveyard right now. Because that would put this in the graveyard, and it would excavate a new one, which could be good. Triple Tactics Thrust. Triple Tactics Thrust. And search Harpies, Feather Duster. I hate Sky Strikers. I hate Sky Strikers. They always happen. Okay, we are drawing the field spell quite a bit. Just why sometimes you have days where you literally draw almost, it feels like the same hands. We draw the field spell, our one of Ghost Ogre. So activate this, set this, and pass. What could our opponent possibly have? Probably have like a Maxi or a Maxi-like card. I don't know. D-Shifter. I don't care. Ah, it actually matters because now the Ghost Ogre's turned off. What are the chances? Okay, so he's going to do that, and then we just set this, and now our Ghost Ogre doesn't do anything. That sucks. We basically have Torrential and whatever the token grants us. Man, what are the odds? I'm going to summon out the Thunder King Ryo. This deck does search. But we can just Torrential on this. We can just take 1900. It's not that serious. Yeah, I'll just take the 1900. Moon Mirror. It was that serious. But it's fine. I guess we will activate this to summon a token. We'll summon the token out. We now can't search, but that'll activate Chainlink 1. Chainlink 2 will be able to search because Chainlink 2 will Torrential. So this will be off the board. Yeah, so now when that resolves, this resolves, our chain will resolve now. We will be able to search because usually we wouldn't because of Thunder King Ryo. This effect has to activate no matter what. And then Moonmere Shield will activate and give us another token, which is great. So this played pretty cool. Yeah, that gets banished, and now this has to activate. Oh, never mind. Moonmere Shield got banished, right, because of D-Shifter. All right, never mind. I was gonna say I get to resummon a token, but I don't because that card got banished. Kairushin, Rage of Kairushin. That card's cool. We just set that, and we go to end phase. I'm sure he'll activate something because he's playing the kind of deck where you have to activate things to get things done. He probably will. Never mind, he's going to summon a monster in defense mode. Go to end phase, okay. Which is like, this. If the game slows down, this deck is very good in a slow down game state. Except when it continuously draws hand traps, so we just go to end phase. Yeah, this deck is very good in in this game state. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't have a problem with it. I'm up in card advantage. This pops, this negates, this pops. Like, I'm literally, he has to activate anything or do anything at all. I get a token and I get to do stuff. So he's gonna set another card. I'm hoping he flip summons. If it's, we'll see. We'll see, I guess. It sucks too, because like we might have to restructure this deck a little bit. We might have to. We might have to restructure this deck to add some cooler stuff. We might have to restructure it to add more access to normal monsters. And we're going to activate this. Nope. Yep. Torrential. Great. So now if this is something annoying, we can deal with it. So we set that. End phase, yes. And now we really just need to draw a monster. That's what we need to draw. So we have other cards that we can use, like other normal monsters that we can use with this deck, which would work better with cards like There Can Be Only One. But the issue is we have more of a water-focused engine right now. He's going to flip that. That's a mandatory effect. Cool. I'm going to Ghost Ogre this, because Ghost Ogre may or may not come up later. I'm going to Ghost Ogre this. That effect activates. It's mandatory. And then after this chain resolves, I'm going to be able to summon a token, which is awesome. So that pops. And now we can special summon. We activate this. Grab ourselves this dude. Activate. And now we get ourselves another one of these, because they're very, very good. Yeah, those are very good in this duel. End phase, okay. Yeah, nothing else. End phase. And now we're on the hunt. That's it. We're on the hunt for our opponent. This is probably not going to come up against our opponent. We flip. Do we have any level 11 synchros? Do we have any of those? I don't think we do, but I don't think we do. That's something we can potentially run. Yep, end phase. Yeah, I don't think there can only be one will come up. If it does, it does. It's whatever, but we'll see. We have Torrential, Rage, this pops, this negates. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interruptions against our opponent. And we have a monster that can't be eliminated with card effects. I know for a fact that is not going to be a copy of Fossil Dyna, but yeah, that could be. Yeah, we will use this in the end phase. This could be something that's also annoying that's not Fossil Dyna. So it could be like a Inspector Border, sure, yeah. It's not like unbelievably annoying, but it's 2000 attack and defense, so in that regard it's annoying. And now we just go and attack directly. Yeah, this deck that we're currently playing is really, really good against stun. Like, it really is very good against stun. We are super effective against stun in the same way that Sky Strikers are super effective against us. Like, Sky Strikers absolutely torches us. Like, it really does. It has every out to everything we're going to do, possibly. Like, it, and now it has a searchable Kaiju, so it's really, really good. This deck, on the other hand, Dark Hole, literally watch what's about to happen. I love this. I love this. This is one of my favorite things, right? I'm not even going to protect it, no. Because that gets destroyed, field spell activates, token comes right back. And we get a search all over again. And we get to put in defense mode just in case he does summon a big monster. Look at that. It was awesome. It's just awesome. You literally can't out the field. You cannot out this token unless you destroy it by battle. What do we have here? Gravekeeper's Servant. Oh no, does he have the combo with Macrocosmos? Yeah, it doesn't matter because I have these. So, who cares? Alright, end phase, awesome. So this guy's playing some goofy stun deck. I don't know what's going on here. D-Fissure. I could actually screw myself over. Potentially. I'm not going to do it, though. There's no point to activate this against our opponent. They benefit off of it, so just go straight to battle phase. We literally have... Yeah, we have to send a card. Damn it, I could have really used that. Megalo Smasher. Main phase 2. Do we bother setting anything? I guess we could set this here, whatever. 1, 2, 3. Do we even bother? Yeah, why not? Just in case we need them, we'll set that end phase. Yeah, they have 2,000 left, and we have 2 pops. So even if they set a monster, even if they activate something crazy, honestly, even if they Harpies Feathered us to Raigeki, yes, we literally have a follow-up. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Like I said, we're very effective against those decks with this deck. It really does kill them. Okay, here's what our opponent was playing. They were playing some kind of an OTK deck. Looks like, I don't even know what's going on here. It's kind of like an OTK deck. Cards cannot be sent from the deck. I see. There's still a bunch of funny shit going on here. So they've got cards cannot be sent from the deck, but they also have this. So they can activate this and then summon this, and then cards can't be sent from, like, I don't know. He's just kind of like stopping attacks with weird combinations. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on here. Pot of Extravagance. What the hell is this? This looks like This looks like an Eldritch card. Is this like an alternate art? I guess, maybe. Okay, let's open up a master pack. After this, too, I'm switching decks. I want to switch on a win. But the next deck I want to play is the Tenyi deck, because I haven't touched that deck in forever. Spiral Fusion, and I pulled some new stuff. BES Core, Laval, Judgment. Bro, I have to have so many of this. I've seen this damn raccoon so many times. Draco Tail Flames is generic in any way. Target one face of spell, negate its effects. Then you can place one Draco Tail card from your graveyard or banishment on the bottom of the deck. Then draw one card. Wow, that is totally generic. That is totally just negates a spell. That's really good. That's a generic card. That's to have things like that to search. Goatee. And another copy of this. Again, I am trying to get these continuous spells. I keep getting the continuous traps. How many of this damn guy do we have? 5 copies. This is what I'm talking. I've seen him too many times. This is actually a decent pull in certain decks. Okay, last episode I did not open any of these. I have 8 here. So let's open some of them. Wow, okay, what do we have here? What do we have here? I actually have a lot of new cards. Let's read through some of them. 2 Beast Monsters. Can we use this? Maybe. Is this a super poly target against a certain deck? Isn't this a super poly target again? What's this card? What's this deck card? The new annoying deck. What is it called? Yummies. This might work. If this card is fusion summoned or flip face up, especially someone flip monster. I don't think any of this is relevant. Flip monster. If this card's in your graveyard, you can banish 2 flip monsters. I don't know. Flip monster related support. I don't think it had. None of this matters. I think it's just a super poly target. This card we've read before. It's absolutely trash. This card is actually pretty good. It lets you synchro summon during your opponent's turn. Yeah, if this card synchro summon, the turn player discards 1 card. So I guess the idea is to synchro summon this on your opponent. Actually, I remember what you did with this card, because I used to use it. You used to use Crystron Heclafibrax. Activate that, summon this on your opponent's turn, activate this, synchro summon to Barone. So your opponent ends up discarding a card and Barone. So this card used to be good, but it's a little outdated, because you can't. How are you supposed to summon him on your opponent's turn? This card's cool if you have 2 of them looping in the end phase. It creates an endless loop, sure. No. Alert Queen. Level 5. We have the good Alert Queen. Light Ray cannot be special summoned except by having 5 or more lights in your graveyard. Once per turn, banish 1. Light monster, set 1. Target 1 set card your opponent. Reveal that target. Reveal that target. Place that target on the top or bottom of the deck. That's not bad. That's not actually that bad. You just gotta need a lot of lights. Fission, swap, rock bombardment. What does this do? Attack, change that. This card's whatever. Okay, so these are a bunch of. There's a lot of random stuff here, but it's better than our usual stuff that we pull. Okay, I've been dying to play this deck. I've actually been excited to play it. Do I have to adjust anything? I probably do. I don't know what's going on here. We pulled some new stuff that's pretty decent for this deck. Some things I probably have to cut. There's probably some things I need to cut here. Who did we pull? We pulled our 3rd copy of Ecclesia. That's what we pulled. And I do got to get this down to 40. And the reason I have to get this down to 40 is because it's quite serious. Yeah, it's pretty good. Because I need to see the Ecclesias. I got to see the sword, Moes. I got to see that stuff. So I got to get it down to 40. Honestly, I look at these decks sometimes like, what the hell am I supposed to cut? Like, what am I? I'm like, am I looking? What am I? And I always look at this guy, and people every time I take him out, people are like, put him back. He's amazing. And then we play him, and he's like, he's all right. But people are convinced he's good. Also, we pulled a 2nd copy of this. This is another card I want to include, because this actually has been performing quite well. It summons a shitload of tokens. You can make, like, whatever, Avermax, these guys, whatever you need. We could always cut, like, the Tenyis that aren't as good, but the problem is when I cut those, sometimes I won't have Tenyis to, like, resolve Moe's effects. So that's not good. Yeah, that's not good. Some people say cut Mare, but the problem with cutting Mare is I don't have, like, the Tenyi card that sends it to the graveyard. I don't have the typical ways to send it to the graveyard. The only way I have to send it to the graveyard is, like, I can summon it off of Boxia, or I can send it off of Taya if I have access to it. But if I'm playing the Tenyi only route, if I only, like, open Tenyis, I don't have access to this. So I guess we'll just save it and cut things over time. I might cut Scapegoat, because honestly, Scapegoat is kind of a slow card. It's kind of it's not good going first. So that's what I'll cut. I'll cut Scapegoat. Yeah, it's not good going first. We kind of need stuff. It's definitely not good going second. It's not good going first. It's a little bit on the slower side. So we'll save that. I really want to cut Ghost Belt because I never find a use for it, but I could see meta's change maybe. Okay, we lost the coin flip. I'm gonna be honest with you, I hate playing against this deck. This guy is only playing 3 cards in his extra deck, so his deck's not even that good. But I despise playing against this deck. There's some decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! That just like you never want to see, and this is definitely one of them. Because I'm looking at it like, how many outs do I have to all of this stuff? I'm not going to use the Bestial Magnum now because there's really no point, and we want to use our Tenyis. He's going to activate this, sure, whatever. I could probably get to this somehow. The Yang Zing, I have to plan this a little bit because this will let me shuffle things back. We can do that. Shuffle things back. Yeah, I gotta plan this a little bit, but I think I can do it. I have to yeah, I have to do that. I can also pop something. I can do some stuff. Okay, we can do some things for sure. Definitely do some things. It's gonna take us a little bit of consideration here. That's pretty good. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. So I think we start with one of the level 4s. We'll activate. I usually, like I said, I would have scooped if this guy didn't have a 3-card extra deck. If he max sees me right now, I'm probably out. Yep. I almost had a shot there, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna totally refill this guy's. If he hadn't max seed me, I would have stayed. But that is, yeah, it's over. Okay, here's what our opponent's playing. This is a totally winnable game. Totally winnable game. But the problem is that max C is gonna totally refill his hand, and it's gonna take me some time to get rid of this, get rid of the monster, and then whatever mystery back row we had back there is gonna take some time. It actually is a little bit unfortunate because I think this is one we could have won. Alright, so here's what we have opened. It's not so bad, actually. I think we start with... which one are we more likely to use on field? Doesn't really matter. So we start, activate Maputra. We'll see, hopefully they don't have a max C. Yep, that just... unfortunately... Maxi's so corny. Like it really, like I sometimes I don't know what to do in these situations. I guess I will simply set pass, because like what am I supposed to do? And people sometimes like get frustrated with me for leaving, but like, dude, I like, what do you want me to do? It ends my turn. Like this deck requires so, and this is the big weakness of this particular deck. Every one of our decks has some kind of weakness. This is a very strong deck. The deck we're currently playing is a very, very, very good deck. But every deck we have has some kind of a weakness. Yeah, he's going to add Shining Sarcophagus. I got to prevent him from getting to Shining Sarcophagus. If this does it, great. If it doesn't, then we're cooked. But every deck we have has a huge weakness. A lot of our decks lose to Harpy's Feather Duster. This deck in particular loses to hand traps and especially Max C. We can activate this to get to another one. I think that's a smart idea. Plus, we'll be able to do some other stuff with it too. So we'll activate this. If he ashes us, great, because then we just basically wasted his ash. So that's actually good. Yeah, perfect. We wasted his ash. I'm not mad. I think that's a great play. And next turn we can use this to search something. Perfect. So that gets, yeah, we lose our ash. I mean, he burns his ash. Great. Great. Next here, let's do some thinking. We can trying to come up with a play. Do we have an OTK line? I don't think that we do. We have a water engrave. We don't have a water engrave. I don't believe we have an OTK line with this group of cards. Incredible Ecclesia has nothing to shuffle back. I have no cards to pop for Yazi, unfortunately, either. Yeah, one card so we can't do that. Can we get it together here? We can dump, but I don't have a discard. I could dump Mare, but I don't have a discard. I don't have a third card. Unless We banish a worm in graveyard, add it back with that horror. I think we have this then. Okay, so I think we summon this, then we'll have a banish for the Adhara. Oh, and plus we have a discard for this. So that'll get us to Mare. Will Mare be enough? I believe so. Okay. Yeah, I think I have a play line in my head. So, yep, special summon this. Please don't have a second Maxi. Okay, we're good. Bam. So we summon that. They have an Imper. Every time you think you're there, they take it away from you. They take it away from you. Banish. Summon Monk of the Tenyi. We're gonna special summon this. This can search any. I guess if he has an ash, we might as well burn it now. Burn the ash now. We can go from this group. I guess we can go. He probably has an Imperm. If he discarded Imperm, he probably has an Imperm. It depends on if we're going to go into a slow game or not. I can add this, or I can just add like this. Yeah, I'll probably just add this because we're trying to make shit happen right now. We're trying to end this game potentially now. So yeah, we'll activate this. Summon right here. Now we're gonna be able to summon Ashuna. And again, this, like I said, this deck plays into every hand trap. We're at not enough, not nearly enough. This deck plays into every hand trap, Nibiru, everything. So, as unfortunate as that may seem, it plays into every hand trap. Activate this. We'll see if they have an Ash. If they have an Ash, will we play around? Yeah, we go Taya. What are we at? 54. We got to get to 8. We have the tools to get to 8. I think even through a hand trap, we have the tools to get to 8. We'll activate Taya. Banish. It doesn't matter who we banish because we're getting it back in hand, but we might as well just banish this. Like I said, we're getting it back in hand regardless. That's banished for cost. Yep, we summon the token out. We're at this much, sure. And then we go... This is a good question here. We don't have any waters, no matter what, so I think we just go... I think we just go for this. We go for the Berserker. I'm 100% convinced he has what I think he's got in hand. Okay, so off of this, we'll send... We also could get Moyi back, too. I just realized we could get Moyi back instead of going the Mare play, because the Mare play is kind of risky. We could get Mare back. Yeah, Mare back, but we could also, like I said, get the Moyi back. Is Moyi enough for a game? I think Moyi's enough, because that'll be 3,000, 3,000. And then... Yeah, that's enough for a game anyway, if Moyi resolves. Plus, Moyi gives us a draw, too. So we can send that and then revive it. And then we get... Dragite, potentially. Did we lock ourselves? Oh, and we have this dude in graveyard. Did we even use him? We have a Shuna. We haven't even touched the Shuna yet. Yeah, we have Dragite and we have a Shuna. Yeah, we're not worm locked yet. Yeah, we send that. Now we go. Yeah, we activate Adhara. Add back this. That actually gives us protection, targeting protection, but only for non-effects, so not really relevant. Now we just go Shaman with the Shuna. We go Shaman to Shuna. Oh wait, that was dumb on my part. Yeah, that was dumb. I just realized how stupid I am. I just realized how dumb what I did was, because I have to discard this to summon Moyi. How much damage do I have? 56. So I just got to get to like 3,000 more. Okay, so I can get to 3,000 more. I don't have to worry about any of that. Okay. Yeah, we'll summon this. Literally doesn't matter. Okay, so we summon that. He probably has a Nibiru in hand, which will suck for me, but it is what it is. Like, Like I said, this deck plays into every hand. There's no way I could have like OTK'd this guy without 5 summons anyway. So now we're at 8,000 now. Like there's no way to OTK this guy without 5 summons. We go to battle phase. And if he had, he would have Nibiru'd because it's a main phase effect anyway. Unless he's got something other than that. Like if he's got one of those like Karibos, I'm actually fine with that because I could just banish her with him, Berserker, and that's game. Yeah, I misplayed there a little bit, but it wasn't like a super relevant misplay. I miscounted the cards, but theoretically we could have gone into Mare there and just continued to combo off instead of sending the Moe. But regardless, like I said, the big issue with this deck is it really does play into every hand trap. Okay, here's what our opponent was playing. I have no idea what was in their hand. I think it was an Imperm, and they just didn't use it. I honestly, based on what I'm seeing, what else could have activated in hand? I think he has Imperm, Retaliating Sea, no. Ash Blossom. He could have ashed us multiple points, but there was a lot of stages where I think it was an Imperm that he had, because he sent Imperm. I think he just straight up didn't know what to Imperm, and that's what led him to behave the way that he did. Okay, there we go. We just played the Worm deck, and like I said, it's fun. The Worm deck's really fun. You really got to like think. It's a combo deck. You actually play. Like a lot of our decks, like it's crazy to say, but like the goal is to not play. But that deck I like because it's like the goal is to play. Rainbow, Gaia Plate, Absolute Dragon, another copy. Okay, we have another one. It's good. I'll take that. I swear I don't even know how many of those I have at this point. Unbreakable Exceed Barrier. When a spell trap card is activated, you control an Exceed monster. Negate the activation, detach 2 materials, destroy 1 card on the field. That is actually pretty decent. That's a lot. You get to negate a spell trap card or monster and then pop 2 cards. Then you can detach. You can banish this card from your graveyard, target 1 Exceed monster you control, attach 1 light Utopia monster from your graveyard to it. Okay, so this card is actually pretty cool. We have played cards similar to this in the past. There's a card called Number Barrier, and then there's a Time Thief counter trap, and we've run all of that, and we've run that in our rank 4 decks, and for some reason whenever we run the counter trap that works once you have an Exceed monster in play, we just haven't been able to actually summon the Exceed monster, and these cards become dead. And the problem with that is, like, as good as this card seems, it's not better than Solemn Judgment, and most times it's not even better than like a Foolish Burial in a lot of situations. Not Foolish, Fiendish Chain, because Fiendish Chain is live no matter what. Like it doesn't. I don't have to have anything for Fiendish Chain to be live. You need to have an Exceed monster to have this live. So that's kind of a problem. All right, supers. We've got Incantation, Chalice Slime. Ritual decks are kind of a nightmare in a Masochist challenge. You need a lot for them, and most of the time, ritual decks have high rarity monsters. I don't know if we'll ever be able to use that. All right, let's remain hopeful. We've got another holo here, which is Weight Bridge, which we already have. Your opponent controls 2 monsters. They must send monsters until they control 1 monster. This is a decent card. It outs full fields. It's good sometimes, but again, it's one of those things. It's only good when your opponent's doing well, which... Like, there's certain situations where this card definitely would have come up. Like for example, in that deck, and we were doing as Art Mage, this card would have been good. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. It's actually it's a trap card that's actually good going second, which I kind of like too. It's one of those going second traps. If your opponent has a full board, you activate this, and then they have to respond. So it is decent against certain decks. It's kind of like another copy of like a Torrential in a certain sense. It's better than in certain ways than Torrential, but yeah, and I just realized Lost Wind is in the background of this card too. Lost Wind is back here across this bridge. Yeah, like it's better in certain ways than Torrential, but it's also worse because like you can't do it preemptively. I can't like summon you, activate it instantly. You gotta weigh your options with this card. It is decent though. Okay, so we're gonna open up these legacy tickets. I have found that for some reason the legacy tickets are better when you open them in a group. What do we have here? Time Wizard. That's kind of cool. Wow, we got 2 retrains of old cards back to back. 2 level upgraded retrains of old cards. This card gains the following effects based on the number of equipped cards equipped to it. It's now a level 8. It used to be a level 4. This is Mahavailo. Gains 1,000 for each equipped card. That's a lot. When your opponent activates Your opponent can activate monster effects during the battle phase. Pretty decent. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets this card, quick effect, send to equip, negate that effect. When your opponent can activate cards during the battle phase. Is that what the second effect does? Oh, monster effects. Now they can't activate anything during the battle phase. Any battles that click is doubled. That's if you have 5. Honestly, if this card has 5 equip spells, 5 equip spells on it, that means it's gained 1,000 5 times. So it's already at 6,550. If any of those equip spells give you any any attack gain, you're already well into the you might be in the tens of thousands. So really, the doubling isn't even totally necessary. If you have Moon Mirror Shield, ironically though, you only do 200 damage. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, but this card is kind of cool. The major card issue with this card is, how do you summon it? How do you summon it? It's a level 8, no summoning condition on it whatsoever, no special summoning condition. So what do I do? Do I pitch it and Monster Reborn it? How is this coming out there? That's the problem with some of these retrains. They increase the level, they increase the effects, but they don't give you a way to put it into play. How am I supposed to use this? This shit's just big. It might as well be a Blue Eyes White Dragon. How do you summon this thing? And the answer is, I have no clue. Flip. Target one spell in your graveyard, add it to your hand, then you can special summon Magician of Faith or Magician of Faithfulness, so itself, from your deck in face down defense position. Again, same issue as the last one. Cool effect, very good. How do you summon this? This is a level 5 that brings a spell back to your hand from the graveyard. Yeah, it's basically Magician of Faith, but it also summons Magician. This card, the frustrating part about these two retrains is in a lot of ways they're worse than their original cards, because their effects are better, but they're too outdated. You're not going to attribute some of this thing. There's no, that's the issue with them. Time Wizard, cool card. Let me look at new stuff. This is new. Destroy all fish monsters. If we draw that against Goatee, cool. If anybody else, nope. When your opponent activates a spell or trap card that requires a dice roll, negate the activation. I don't think anyone's doing that. So, yeah, as cool as these cards look and the concept is cool, I don't think this is actually too usable. Also, do we have a Magician of Faith? Actually, it won't tell me here anyway. What is it, a rare? I might have it, I might not. Okay, just to be funny, I'm going to check if we have this. No, we actually don't have regular Magician of Faith, but we have Magician of Faith. So really, this card doesn't even get the payoff of the Magician of Faith. It really doesn't. This card is better in every way. In almost every way. You get the only thing... This card does the exact same thing, but you get just summon another copy of it, which is it's okay, but it's not that great. Alright, we have won the coin flip. It's not on camera, but I just played against Mitsurugi. I just scooped right away. I'm not even going to show the footage. It's just a waste of time. It's actually better, too, because if I scoop, I get them quicker into platinum, and then they stop bothering all of us here in gold. Alright, so... This hand is... It's a hand, I'll tell you that. It is a hand. Question is, how do I use this appropriately? You can't just summon this and then this. That's the problem with these things here. We don't really have the best hand. I don't even really know. I can maybe end on the Synchro and Shathana, but then I got to discard. I'm trying to do the math here in my head. I summon this, I summon this, I special summon this, make Shathana, discard the last one. Yeah, I think yeah, we'll do that. Okay, and we're gonna activate Vishuddha, summon that out, turn that into a little one, turn that into a monk. Yep, do that, monk. Yeah, activate this. We still have our normal summon. We don't have the ones that special summon from the deck or anything crazy like that. Yeah, normal this, special this, make yeah, synchro, sure. Yep, make this. Make shaman, activate shaman, discard Vishuddha. Summon back Vishuddha. And then from here we have a few options. We of course can make Avermax, but like I don't know if that really helps. It'll be like an Avermax and a Judgment out of archetype. I don't know if that's really that great, but we can also just make Risen, or we can make Risen or Berserker. Those are the two options. Summon this out. Risen, Berserker. Honestly, Risen's probably slightly better. Berserker is a worm, so he stays within the archetype, but this is probably slightly better. So we'll just go here, here. Yeah, because we don't have a normal monster anyway. We got a Water Engrave, so we'll just summon Risen. And then we'll set Judgment and just pass on that. And next turn, we do have decent follow-up, because if this survives, we can discard, summon back. This hand's, like, again, a little awkward. We have some okay follow-up here, but, like, nothing crazy. We have okay follow-up because we can bounce something, we can return something to hand. If a normal monster crashes, like we can do some, like we have some play. So we have 2 negates, and then we have definitely follow-up between this, and then this. Like we definitely have follow-up here. It just depends on what my opponent's playing, what they're doing. If I can stop them or at least slow them down, make them create a half board or something, I can definitely do some stuff here. I can do some damage. That's damage. That's damage now. I don't know what they thought we were playing, but I'll take the free win. I'll go check what they're playing, actually. Okay, here's what our opponent's playing. They were playing the Resonator deck. Honestly, if I had to actually play out this game, I would have negated this card summon, and then also I would have negated this card summon with the Judgment, and then also I would have Risen. I would have negated the Crimson Gaia when it activated. So maybe we win, maybe we don't, but we did end up winning anyway. Alright, time for a Master Pack. Just what we needed. And we've got a non-glowing Master Pack, which I'm fine with. I'm trying to blitz through this season, by the way. I'm trying to get there quick. Don't need Dread. Master. An Odd Eyes card. Chaos. Please just give us something new, guys. Come on. Something new. No, no, no. No, we don't need this stuff, guys. We don't need it. As I was saying before, I'm really trying to blitz through this season because I'm trying to get to Master as quick as possible. This hand's looking alright. We've got... hand's looking alright. It's looking playable for sure. Maxi. Good thing we have that Ash Blossom, which I'm definitely going to do. Yeah, 100%. I have to. I have to. This deck special summons so much, you have to do it. Okay, we have really high level ones, so I kind of have to special summon them. Yeah. I'll activate Vishuda, summon it out. Yeah, that really kind of sucks. Turn this into a normal monster. Yep, activate. Monk of the Tenyi. Now the question is, what do we do? Because I kind of want to summon the Ecclesia. Ecclesia is good. Any of our level 7 Synchros, what are they looking like? Because we can go Mare, Direction. Mare, draw a card off of this. Yeah, Mare, draw a card off of this. I'm trying to plan this out right. I mean, I guess we could do this too. I guess we could special this and then activate this if we really need to, yeah. Activate, special summon this. Summon this out. That way it just doesn't go completely to waste. And then we activate Circle. Tribute this. Yeah, we can add whatever we want, so we can still get to, like, the Mare. Oh, I just realized we can get to, like, tie and stuff this way, too. I guess we can get to the Mare this way. And we can get to Mare. We can get to Moyi this way, too. We can get Moyi and Taya used this way, actually. And Moyi... No, we add Taya. I think we just add Taya. And then Moyi's good to go. Yeah, we add Taya. Oh wait, that was dumb. That was dumb. Because I have one normal summon. I totally forgot. I have one normal summon because I'm not specialing Ecclesia. I always forget that I'm not special summoning Ecclesia. Activate this. Yeah, summon Moe. Obviously, I should have added a Tenyi monster here, but it's whatever. I always forget. But actually, it's fine because I can use other stuff anyway to do it. We'll summon this out. That's fine, though. Getting Tai in circulation is still cool. That wasn't even, now that I think about it, it actually wasn't even really a misplay. Because I'll show you in a second, it actually wasn't a misplay. Because we're going to discard it to summon it back anyway. We're going to summon Dragite and draw a card. Yeah, it wasn't even a misplay. In a second, you'll see why. Now we activate the Ashuna. And activate Ashuna. Summon one of these out. Honestly, with the group we have here, we have a Shuda Grave, yeah, so I think we just send the Shithana. Or we summon Shithana, not send it. Summon that. Yeah, use these two, summon out Shaman. And now with Shaman, we'll be able to activate this. Discard Taya, summon back Taya. So in the end, we basically get the same thing anyway. Yeah, we get the same thing anyway. Activate, summon this. Yeah, activate, banish something from a graveyard. In this group, probably Monk. Yeah, and he's gonna pass. Okay, he's gonna scoop. Yeah, we got double scoop. See, this deck is like kind of a double-edged sword. Some opponents see us comboing off, and they're just assuming we're playing Sword Soul. So they're like, okay, this guy's gonna end on a decent board. They're gonna summon Baron. They're gonna do this. So I'm just gonna scoop and get out of here now. Kind of the thing we do, and that can be good sometimes. But on the opposite side of that, we actually do lose to the same stuff that everybody else loses to, which is general hand traps and stuff, which can be a little bit annoying. This card I always thought was really cool as a kid. No, but we lose to a lot of the general stuff that everybody else loses to, whereas like with other decks, like Stun, Phantasm Spiral, stuff like Call by the Grave, stuff like Imperm, like none of those hand traps do anything against us, so they work better. But yeah, it's all matchup dependent. Okay, here's what our opponent's playing. They're playing the new DDD stuff, honestly. I'm going to keep it 100. We were going to end on the Adamantipator Risen and the Shaman. And we're going to add one back to hand. And then we were going to have, what's his name, in circulation. We were going to make the level 8 Synchro Monster, the Tenyi 1 Berserker. So we would have ended on a Banish, a Negate of a Spawn Trap card. That's all. What I would have probably banished Abyss King. And I would have negated one of the spirits too. Is probably what I would have done. I would have. Why does he have this? I guess it does. Level 0, a 0 attack fiend, which can search like this stuff. Yeah, I probably would have negated the Dark Contract Diffuses if they still play it, but I guess I don't even see that, so I probably would have just negated one of the Dark Contracts. That's what I would have done if I was playing against this deck, but he honestly probably, if he had stayed, he would have. Alright, Master Pack time. Please, no repeats, nothing like what we just pulled. We just pulled just straight garbage. Like, literally cards I'll never use, so please, just not that stuff. And it's better to not be Utopia. Sometimes Utopia he's straight lying to us. Not this time, thank you. But please, just something decent. We need Infestation, Terminus, Burning Abyss card, Dogmatica Genesis, Burden of the Mighty. Guys, this can't go on. This can't go on. I can't live like this forever. What's this? Starry Night card. Quick effect, target one light monster you control, tribute it, set one Starry Night spell trap card from your deck. Face up level 7, dragon you control returns to the hand. This is way too archetype specific. I can't really use that. Next is Summoner Monk. This is our second copy. This card's pretty good. I remember it was one of the cards that we had pretty early that we always wanted to pull. The issue is you have to discard a spell in order to use it. That's the problem. It's a great card. We have 2 of it now. It summons from the deck. Like, it's good. The only problem is it discards a spell for cost. Our spells are very, very strong. I'm not trying to discard a Necro Valley to summon a level 4 monster from the deck. As good as that level 4 monster can be. Like, that's kind of the problem. Like, it's a great card. It probably should be in our spellcaster deck. And we might rework our spellcaster deck to include more spells. And now that we have 2, we can definitely do it. But like, I really am not trying to discard a spell in order to maybe get ashed and then get stuck. So that's kind of the issue with a card like Summoner Monk. But I'll take a look. Okay, this is our Hogwarts deck. Like I said, I'm not trying to do, like, look at these spells. None of these are good in graveyard. Even if you look at our bookmarks, go to spells, like, none of these cards are really cards you want to put into the graveyard. Like, you just don't. Nothing. You don't want to discard this. You don't want to discard this. Like, you just don't want to discard this stuff. Like, they're just really good cards. You don't want to give up a spell card. Like, as good as this card might seem, and I'll put it in here so I remember next time to use it. As good as this card might seem in the short term, in the long term, it's just like, these are just cards you don't want to discard. This is another, like, it's crazy too, because if this just said you can discard a card instead of a spell, it would be so usable, because we could discard, like, Snow. We could discard Trick Clown. We could discard Hat Tricker. We could discard Damage Juggler. They all have graveyard effects. We could discard any of those cards. This is another deck we could definitely rework. Rochka, she was huge. She used to be huge in our decks. We could definitely rework the spellcaster deck somehow to make it work, because we have Ronryus, Inari Fires. Like, this is stuff we haven't touched in forever. Nefariousness Man, the Archfiend of Nefariousness. We haven't touched him in a while. Like, we haven't touched some of these decks, some of these cards in a long time. This deck is definitely one we could probably rework in the Discord one of these days, because it's just one we have not really messed with. But like, it does pretty much what the other rank 4 deck does, but it is less susceptible to Ash and stuff, because these just special summon themselves. So you summon Endymion, and then Endymion gets whatever. Like, let's say Endymion gets Ash. Cool, you just summon this, make a rank 4. Like, it's less susceptible. It's not like our other deck where we summon a Buzzsaw Shark, it gets Ashed, and then you just pass. But, like, it's possible. Alright, we've lost a coin flip. Hand's pretty decent, actually. It actually is. Blackout, Solemn Warning. Obviously, you'd love to go first, but it is what it is. We went second. Also, this, I don't know if I ever showed it, but Shathana is actually really good with Blackout, because you just make Monarchs. No, you make old school Monarchs too. You make this dude right here with the Shathana, and then you activate Blackout, pop him, pop 2 cards, and then you activate Shathana, summon it back, pop another card. You pop 3 cards off the Blackout. It's actually insane. Blackout's another one. I'd play more of this if I could, because a lot of our end boards kind of just have a rank. Like, it's only a rare. A lot of our end boards kind of end on just like a monster, like a monk. Like, it just ends on like a monk, and like, it'll be like a monk and like a Dragite, or like a monk and like Berserker, like that kind of combination of cards. And I would love to just throw something else into that. Like I would love to have like more Blackouts. That way I can end on like a black, because I can't search this right now. I don't have the right hardware. And this guy's taking a sweet time over here. Now the thing is, he has no extra. At first, when I saw the no extra deck, I was like, there's this Abad, True Dracos. Nope, just old school player here. Vishuda. Okay, we're definitely activating that Vishuda first. You definitely go Vishuda first. And the reason you go Vishuda first is we're bouncing this back row. We're definitely bouncing this back row here. Yep, so we'll summon that right here. Turn that into this. Yes. Yes, immediately. I don't know if I will have to worry about Nibiru or not. He probably lets him, like, Stormforth me. I don't know. Point is, we activate Vishuda and bounces back to his hand. I don't know what that is, but it's gone now, and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, next. Shathana. Summon that out. Shathana heading to Monk. Can I game him? I don't even know. Activate. I mean, I probably can. Activate Ashuna. He doesn't seem to be responding to anything else anymore. Whatever was activatable, it was that face down card. We normal summon this. How do I game him here? Can I game him? Can I game this man with no monsters on board? Because I can use Shaman to summon something back, but is it enough? I can pop things. I can make Berserker. I don't know if I can really game him here. I think we should go long term. I don't know if I can really game him. I think we could definitely make Risen. I also don't want to discard anything too. That's the other thing. Because I can go Shaman, but I literally don't want to discard anything I have in my possession here. Oh yeah, and I can summon a monster off of this too. I don't want to discard anything. I mean, I'll discard stuff if I need to, but we'll see here. Yeah, we can make this, or we can make this. I used to know the Tenyi combo to OTK, but I actually don't remember it because I haven't played in a long, long time. The exact deck here. Okay, we'll just try our best here. Well, Risen. Oh yeah, the combo needed a mare in the loop anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, the combo needed mare in the loop. Okay, now we go. Do we normal summon? Yeah, we definitely normal summon Ashuna. Just summon one out. With this hand, who do we not have in the loop here? Just in case we use the Shithana, we'll get another Shithana. Yeah, Shithana, another Shithana. Yeah, activate this. Add this back, because that's a free summon. Summon this. Actually, now that I think about it, we activate this. Discard this. Summon this. Okay, and it's actually decent to keep around the normal monsters because then you're kind of like sure you have them. We can get to, if we make this guy, we can get to 7,000 here. There's probably a way I could have gotten to game on board, but I think I'm fine with what I have here. I think it's fine. Yeah, there's probably a way I could have gotten to game on board. I probably just didn't see it. But I think we're fine because we still have Solemn and we have Blackout. We have a decent follow-up here, I'd say. I said, and I am leaving these guys instead of making the one guy, the one Berserker. Because we have Blackout, which is essentially 3 pops. We have Solemn Warning. We have a decent situation coming here. Pantheism. Yeah, he's going to discard. Oof, Pantheism. And draw 2 cards. I mean, honestly, Pantheism, the graveyard effect is just as good. Plus, he just discarded this. I think it's fine. I'd rather negate like the field spell or something. Yeah, there's probably some way I could have OTK'd there. I just didn't. I didn't see it, and he's gonna scoop. Yeah, I mean, we just had straight scoops the last few games. It's actually kind of corny. I would have liked to see him try, you know, and at least seen how my negates perform there. A lot of legacy tickets. Okay, this is a very, very classic version. This literally looks like a structure deck from 2013, 2014. Like literally, this looks like a structure. This guy looks like he bought 3 structure decks and just showed up. Like this is what that looks like. No new cards, right? Is there new cards? No, it was literally no new cards. Is this new? Actually, I think this one's actually fairly new. Other than this card, it literally looks like, and this is new. It looks, other than these 2 cards, like he just bought 3 structure decks and put them together, which is like kind of crazy. Okay, let's open him a master pack. And yeah, that guy he literally brought a structure deck to the game. It's kind of funny. Magnet Conversion, Saturn, Photon Time Stop, Lizard. What does this graveyard effect do? Banish, search fossil, add a monster that mentions fossil fusion. We have some of those. I guess that's decent. Falling Down, Papa's Footsteps, and Infernoid Decatron, one of the better Infernoid cards. I didn't know it was that low rarity. Okay, we have a few booster packs. Now they're worth opening, because before I didn't have enough, so it was kind of boring. We'll skip and see what we get here. Okay, this is quite a group of cards here. So this is one of the most difficult win conditions to get ever. Like you have to be playing against someone that's almost brainless. This is something that Pegasus pulled off in the anime. I don't think you could actually pull this off. Once per turn, if this card is destroyed by card effect, and it is not destroyed. So that's okay on a level 4, decent protection, just generally, right? Once per turn during the end phase, if this effect was applied, apply the following effect. During the next turn, if this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by direct attack, you win the duel. So, what you would have to do is, during your opponent's turn, activate a card like Torrential, for example. Protect this card. Then your opponent ends. You have to break their entire board during the end phase. Apply this effect during the next turn. If you directly attack with this, you win the duel. So you would have to basically, on your opponent's turn, this card either is trying to be destroyed by your opponent or by you. So you Torrential or something like that, protect itself. Your opponent passes. You break their entire board. You attack directly with this flying elephant, and you win the duel. So it's a little too complicated. Also, it's a beast. It's got weird typing. This card's decent when your opponent activates a card or effect that would destroy a card in the field, negate that effect. This is actually decent if you're like in decks like in our what are they called decks? In our stun deck and stuff like that, because if they activate Raigeki or Harpy's Feather Duster, we protect it. Then send one level 4. I don't remember if this is mandatory or not, but you have to send level 3 or lower dark from your deck to your graveyard. I don't remember if that's mandatory. Penguin Sword, equipped to a penguin monster. We do have the Penguin Synchro 6, which is their boss monster. When equipped, inflicts battle damage. Return one card your opponent controls to the hand. Face up card your opponent controls leave the field by a penguin card effect. Return to the hand. Negate the activated effects and effects on the field of cards with that original name. That is not that great. That's not that great. This guy was in one of the Game Boy games I remember early on. Yep, activate by selecting 2 set cards. Can't be activated, but they can be chained to that, so it's quite something. Yeah, this is a weird batch of cards here. Nothing too crazy. Okay, we have won the coin flip, and the hand is it's playable. It's playable. Is this a worm? Please be a worm. It's actually not playable, and it's why I really don't want to be playing this card. Okay, so this is a spellcaster. Yeah, this hand's not playable because this guy, again, like, he's one of these cards I'm very much against playing. But people, like, swear to God, they swear that this is a good card in the deck. And he's good once you're already rolling, but if you're not, he just does nothing. So if I summon Ecclesia, I don't have anything in graveyard. This guy's a dragon, so I can't do any of the card like Moyi or anything like. I can't do any of that stuff right now because I don't have the right cards. But fortunately, we have Ghost Bell and Magnamut, so hopefully those carry. We also have Solemn Warning. So between the 3 of those, hopefully they end up doing something. But it is a little disappointing. It is a little disappointing, the Ringo Worm. You hate to see it. It's cool if you have a level 4. Like, this card's cool if you have a level 4, because it gets you to a level 8. Right? So if you had, like if I had a monk on field, I get the special summon it, and I can turn, like, a Shathana plus him into this, and then this gets me a draw, but also gets me into a level 8. So, like, I guess that's cool in a certain sense. Yeah, we definitely Solemn Warning that. I did this before. You Solemn Warning this because it gets them to the Shining Sarcophagus. They're playing a 60-card deck. You fingers crossed they didn't actually get lucky enough to open it. Why you would make it 60 cards when the most important card is Sarcophagus? Shit all. Okay, Squamata. Battle phase. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Bestial Magnamut. I'm going to Bestial Magnamut. I'm going to banish that. I'm going to block this attack. No, I don't want to Ghost Spell my own monster. Thanks for asking. We're going to do that. Yep, 100%. We're going to search if we can, if he lets me. If he doesn't, that's actually also fine. And then he also has another dark and graveyard, which is great because then we might be able to special summon both, which is nice. This is very nice. Okay, he's going to set a card. Let's resolve this. Destrudo. Do we want to go Destrudo route? Do we want to go Destrudo route? Is Destrudo a worm? No, it's a dragon. Obviously, we're searching it off of this. Level 7s. We can make Yazi. Can make Yazi. Pop a card. Definitely not this. Pop this. You can make Yazi. I think we. That's a decent. That's a decent life route there. Yeah, it's a decent life route. Draw. That is the field spell for Tenyis. That doesn't really do anything at all for us, but that's fine. Not right now, anyway. Pay 3,000. Summon this out. Summon this out. Cool. Yeah, cool. All right, summon this. Yazi. Yeah, summon this. Summon this. Now we also have something in graveyard, which is nice. Yeah, also we'll be able to special summon this in a second, potentially. Never mind, no we won't. Yeah, activate this. Target. Target, destroy both. Dark magic attack. Obviously, I just did that effect to get something in circulation. Okay, now we don't have too crazy of an item, but you know, we've got plays here. We can summon Mare, and Mare is insane. Mare is actually insane. We summon Mare, right? It's not negated or anything. We summon out this. Start generating tokens. Also, we activate this. So now if they summon for some reason, we draw. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so now we can summon stuff. Okay, activate. Summon another. And now six. Do we go with that? Yeah, we summon this, activate. Summon this out. Clear up the board a little bit here. We have more tuners than we really need, actually, right now. It's kind of funny. Okay. We'll make another one. We really don't need to do anything synchro-wise with the Mare because we just don't need to. We don't need to go into this. And this is also a tuner. We literally have too many. We're suffering for tuner success. We have too much tuners right now. We are overloaded with tuners, so I think we just do this plus this to make ourselves one of these, a shaman. We summon this out, activate this effect, get ourselves into a Taya. Yeah, Taya, activate Taya. Banish Yazi, sure. We're going to get more into circulation in a moment. Summon this out. Then we go... We can go this one right here. Because I'm going to send anyway, so I'm going to get myself other cool stuff I can use in a moment. The only thing is we don't have a worm in the hand. That's our issue right now. Because we can send... like Moe or something, but we don't have a worm in the hand. Or we can go the simple route here and just go with this dude and then just like negate whatever they have. Okay, we're gonna go this plus this. Summon here. Boxia, yes. Activate. Chainlink 1. Yep, Chainlink 2. We just gotta get 3,000 damage here. It's not that serious. Another card. Nope, that's it. There's a shuffle back. He has something protection-wise. Wow. The card is targeted. So he gets to return my monster. That is so specific. That is so specific. That is so specific, it's not even funny. That's so stupid. Okay. Send to graveyard. I guess we'll send Ashuna to graveyard. Yeah, activate to draw 2 cards. That is so specific, it's not even funny. Okay. Did we normal summon? Yeah, we did normal summon. We'll activate this. Discard this. That'll have a graveyard effect. Summon this dude back. Summon him out. Go into Coral Dragon. Yeah, summon Coral Dragon. Yep, activate this right here. You gotta speed stuff up here. Summon this. Coral Dragon will go Berserker using these 2. Yeah, summon Berserker. Yeah, we'll draw our card again. Cool, another Ecclesia, activate. Activate this, search a Tenyi card. We'll search just for free file. Actually, we could search this to bounce this thing, actually. To hands. This one's per turn in any way. Yeah, it is. We can search that, bounce 3,000. And then we can get into another 3,000, 3,076. We're just shy of where we need to be. Do we have Shathanas in graveyard? No. We do have Waters in graveyard though, so we're good. Okay, so we're good then. We just go... We go... Summon this out. Activate this. Summon out Shathana. We summon... This requires a monster, a link monster. Monk. Yeah, we're running out of time. It's my own fault, but it is what it is. Then we just drop to the battle phase quick. We attack this. Yep, activate. Pop this. Replay, yes, 3,000. Activate this. Attack with this. Main phase 2. Set this. End phase. Don't have time. I would have activated this. Don't have time. But it's fine. We can just do this same thing next turn. No big deal. No big deal. And then if he summons an effect monster, we get to draw. Sometimes it's a little difficult to like set things up for this deck. Alright, end phase, we definitely hit him with this. Target this, because he's coming back. Target this, destroy all of them. Yep, Tomias, sure, all that stuff. Activate Shathana. Yep, summon this back. It's my own fault, I took too long earlier, but... Putra, sure, it doesn't matter. We're just going to go straight to the battle phase here, obviously. Straight to battle phase, no need to waste time, and we just game. Yeah, that could have been a little smoother at the end there, but sometimes it takes a little time to, like, make the decision. Sometimes it's actually easier to play against a board than it is to play against a non-board and try to come up with 8,000. It's just like, because you're sitting there doing all this math in your head, like, is this enough, is this enough, is this enough? Sometimes it's easier just to break the board and be like, okay, let's go, let's see what your turn is going to do. Yeah, but we won that one, cool. Okay, here's what my opponent was playing. It is all over the place. He actually... That was a good negate. Like I said, that is a good negate. I can't believe... To play 60 cards and only play one of this is insane. It's insane. It really is. Okay, let's open up a master pack and see what we get here. We've got another one that's not glowing, but that's fine. We really are trying to just get anything, really. Just it kind of works with our stuff. Silent Magician level 8. What is this? Your opponent can activate target ice barrier with monster effects. Not good enough. Blackwing, Jester. Come on, guys. Requital's okay. A guy was just okay, and another Sofa Chord card. We have a million of those. Okay, let's open up some legacy tickets. We've got 2 legacy tickets here. I usually try to save up more, but yeah, and this is why.
La 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 la.